True. And the Grand Canyon's just a hole in Arizona.
Smokey will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 20, Smokey.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Popped him up. Chavez shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Randall Grichuk. He's hoping. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Smokey has made a name as a prototypical bullpen arm. So many guys bringing.
He does a great job of missing barrels of the bats. He changes speeds, moves the ball in, out, up, and down. Not overpowering, but he knows how to pitch.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2-2.
Have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Odubel hit out towards second. It's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, D-Row, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy.
Moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Relay three, relay three.
He pulls into third safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. Last time up. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And it's 1-1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. So striding in, John Martin, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Here it comes, 1-0. Line drive to center field, and that's in there, base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
Here it comes, 0-2. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. Moses is there, and the side is retired. Now batting, Smokey. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Swinging a soft liner, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
You know, Dero, coming from a guy that made his living throwing a baseball, anytime a pitcher gets a base hit, I know that wasn't hit hard, but it's going to go down as a bullet in the scorebook.
Yeah, 100%. I know it's frustrating to watch the opposing pitcher get a knock, kind of the knock you expected. But you know what? He put the ball in play, and now he causes a problem.
Crawford has a play. Here's Ender Inciarte.
Center fielder number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Here comes the 0-1. Runner goes for second. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Step on the bag for one. On to first as they get the double play. Striding in once again, Corey Spangenberg. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. 0-1 the count. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. This is skied into short left center. Waiting on it is Nimmo. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And they start him out away with a called strike. 8 runs on 12 hits and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping up to the plate, Mike Moustakas. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
And right into the shift. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Settling in now, Rendell Grichuk. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a high strike there, 0-1. One and one.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. 8 runs on 12 hits and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Gonzalez is there, makes the... Josh Bell will grab a bat and hit for the... Time to single out one man for his efforts this afternoon, and there he is on your... Smokey is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. So digging in now to Oscar Hernandez. And it's fouled away. 8 runs already. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. That misses 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Ready for another shot now, Justin Smoak.
Can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he lays off for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. He swung on and missed, strike 3. Now at the plate, Albert Alfonso will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Bases are empty, one man out.
One.
First. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Striding forward now is the DH, Dwight Smith Jr. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. Pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Stepping up now, James McCann, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning.
Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. One left for. Stepping in for the Jays, Emil Mesa. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with this off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Andres Valenzuela. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. A bouncer up the middle. The second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. So coming to the plate, Franco.
Up.
Popped him up. Goldschmidt is there. And that's the 3rd out. So striding forward now, Jose Iglesias. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. And this is low, ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Leone ranges to his right. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. In now, Teoscar Hernandez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Grounded back up the middle. Swanson picks it up. There's one. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1. Here's Justin Smoke now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. On to Goldschmidt. A double play. Inning. Stepping into the box, Albert Alfonso. And now a pitch on the way. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
No strike.
In there, and it's even at 1. Hit hard to short. Swanson scoops it up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And that's in there for strike 1.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
1-1 the count now. High in the air out to center field. Inciarte's there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Into the box, James McCann. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he gets ahead here with strike 1. Hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Nimmo. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
High in the air out towards shallow right. And Gonzalez will make the catch and the inning. Digging in, Andres Valenzuela. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And that's dead center for strike 1. High in the air down the right field line. And there to put it away is Gonzalez, and there's your first out. At the plate, Franco. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
1-1-1-1.
First base line. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line, a fair ball. And this will find the wall down near the 328 sign. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Here's the last at bat. Franco leads off second with popped him up. Leon in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in to Oscar Hernandez. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And gone up into the second deck. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these 2 clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Shot toward right center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Dwight Smith Jr. is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Inciarte is going to have room out there as he puts the 13-7 is how this one ends. Toronto scored a lucky 13 in this one. Felipe Vasquez earns his 8th victory of the season. Smokey comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Ready once again, Justin Smoke. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. 3 runs. And a fastball just a bit high. Struck him out. Into the box now, Emil Mesa. He flew out. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Gaddis stands at first. Behind 0-2 now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Andres Valenzuela.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Hit out towards second. Fielded clean, number 3. So 3 runs. Now to the plate, Frank Franco. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
No balls, 1 strike.
Behind 0-2 now. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him. Striding in, Jose Iglesias. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. And a high strike there, 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then...
Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away. Digging in now, Eric Thames. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
There's ball 4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dwight Smith Jr. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. No balls and a strike to count. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Yeah. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
No runner, hold it right
and
there.
He will make it around as he gets in there at third on what was a terrible throw. Next to bat for Toronto, Albert Alfonso. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Thames at third. Smith on at second with 2 down. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends.
There. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And not in time as the run scores. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Evan Gattis now standing in. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Fouled off.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. It's 2 runs, 11-5, the final tally in this one. Toronto led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.
Smokey will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Smokey.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. And that's swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Striding in. A softly hit ball here, foul off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough. There.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now a hard liner toward short. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Two. No runner. Cut it.
Grant Dayton comes on now, and this move.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about them.
Smokey takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. The next Cub up, Albert Almora. Slapped hard the opposite way. Gonzalez is there to put it away for route number 1. So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up. That's a fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely. Now he gets on top of 1 here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Long scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
And another foul ball. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but
now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. For 2 in this one. A ball and no strikes. Rizzo leads off first. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And that's in there, base hit.
Relay three.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looks like he's seeing it pretty good.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
1-2 now as this catches the outer half. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2.
1-1-1.
Hit on the ground. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs. Here's Javier Baez.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Here comes the first pitch.
Javier
There's a
Baez.
strike. Knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Baez gets his lead at first, nobody out.
2-2-2.
Round over to first. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Micah Welch. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 6-0 ball game. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. in there for strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2. and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Number 26 for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so we waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
The second baseman, number 6.
Here's Jonathan Scope now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now, I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
Big swing by Scope now, and a ball traveling well to left field. Gone out onto Waveland Avenue. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Stepping in now, Ian Happ, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit well again down the right field line. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they'll keep the pressure on here. He's in with a triple.
Great job hitting there, and maybe a better job of hustling around the bases. Gotta like that, and I'm told that's his 5th triple so far on the season.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Into the box, Javier Baez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Up. Flowers over to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Addison Russell. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base.
Addison Russell.
Here comes the first pitch. Up around the face. Right over the middle, knee high. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Ball 2.
2-2.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Chris Bryant will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 17, Chris Bryant.
Fastball too high, and it's 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Dansby Swanson will get the call.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of it?
Smokey gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Smokey.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel.
So far in this one, as we move into the later innings, down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt. You try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that. But just missed the zone.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So next to the plate for the Phils, John Martin. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle. And that pitch.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Love the execution of that changeup. But hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
The 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And now this is bobbled out in center.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch.
J.P. Crawford as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And there's ball 1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right. Are tough to do anything with.
Hit down at first. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Pitch is popped up, and no one will get this one. Herrera on second. Hernandez on at first with 2 down. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. The next to bat for Atlanta, Smokey, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Popped high in the air. Hernandez will wait on it as he tucks this one away to retire the side. So now at the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. Flowers has it, and he makes the throw to first. Hoskins is retired, and there's one away. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes one, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Pulled toward right center field. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Here's Randall Grichuk, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Moustakas on third with 2 out. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Back in the city. Now in the box, Odubel Herrera starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Inciarte's there. And that's the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Andrew Knapp. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. And that's in there for a strike. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Corey Spangenberg will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 8 home runs and 33 driven in. The 1-1 is fastball taken high for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. 3-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Drilled down the line. Philly down to their last strike. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit down the third base line. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, oof, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Braves have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Smokey comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Striding in now for the Nats. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and is looked at, and the count moves full.
A lot of times you keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
So we punt the 5th inning. Ball hit hard toward first, and this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And the throw in gets away from him, and he's in safely at third as a run will score on the play as well.
He was not messing around in that at bat, looking for a nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time.
When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do.
And he misses there, 1-2.
A great case of a manager stick. It's called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind. To go his pitcher's way.
A little bouncer.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Second and third, 2 away. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. So he'll keep those runners where they are, but the count moves to 3-1. The 3-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that.
And the second run will score as this suddenly is now a 7-0 ball game.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Trey Turner is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Severino at second, Strasburg at first, 2 out in the inning. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And it is troubled. It finds the gap for extra bases. And the runner is in from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double, but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
Popped him up. Valera has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Vincent. He singled his last time up. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Inciarte on the run. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first out. Here's Yasmani Tomas. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Yasmani Tomas.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. It's 2 balls and a strike to Yasmani Tomas. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, eat it. Cut it right there.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
High and deep to right center. Chasing after it is Inciarte. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Stepping in, Alfonso Cisneros. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Tomas is off at first with 2 away. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
That was a changeup.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that Paul Goldschmidt will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do.
Smokey takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 20, Smokey.
Stepping into the box, Nick on. And he takes ball 1.
In today's game, everybody it's right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Chad Kuhl, hitting in his own turn with his guys up by 2 in inning number 6. No balls and 1 strike. Popped him up. Gonzalez coming on. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Here's Starling Marte. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Starling Marte.
Line to the right side. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Rich Chavez will get.
Yeah, they showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs, but never panicked. They just set about doing the little things that would get them back into it. And the next thing you know, they're celebrating a well-earned victory.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Braves jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Grant Dayton earns the victory.